on to the podium.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Don't be alarmed by the way I'm dressed. You know, it's just me, the drill sergeant. All right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and give a disclaimer right now. If I say anything that offends you, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the person next to you. Is that all right? All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Don't touch that. Okay? Don't touch it. But this is my 10th speech. This is a special speech to me because when I started Toastmasters, I had a goal. I had something that I wanted to accomplish. And I started that, as a matter of fact, a long time with our president, Laura. And both of us have grown through our time in Toastmasters. So this speech is called The Miracle Process Through the Eyes of a Caterpillar. How many of you think that you can predict your own future? Dr. Peter Drucker says that you can predict your own future by creating it. You must create it. So let's look at that process of creation, the miracle process. First, the miracle process starts with a worthy idea. See, many of us, we start with this the new year, right? And everybody's got these great ideas that, hey, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. And I'm going to make it happen. But none of that, and hopefully all your ideas come to fruition this year. Matter of fact, everybody look at the person beside you and say, you have greatness in you. Say, you have greatness in you. Great people make great things happen. You understand? Great people make great things happen. So you start with that worthy idea. And Jim Rohn, one of my mentors, he's passed now, but he's one of my mentors, and he calls the miracle process, he calls having that worthy idea, creating nothing, something from nothing, he calls it the miracle process. But first you got to understand where that process starts. All right? If we're going to create something, we have to have, first that idea has to be so powerful, that our subconscious sees it as being real. Now, picture this. I know this is happening to every one of us in this room. You're laying in your bed, it's like 10 o'clock at night, the lights are out, it's dark. Now, you live in a safe neighborhood, I'm sure. But you hear something downstairs. Clink, clank, whatever. Okay? And you're like, what was that? And you hear it again. And all of a sudden, your body has the symptoms of something's going on. You think your house is getting broken into. Your heart starts to race real fast. You get nervous. And you finally get enough nerve to get up out of the bed and go downstairs and check. And you find out it's just your screen door. No burglar. Nobody broke into your house. But your body had all the symptoms of somebody breaking into your house. Have you all ever experienced that? We've all gone through that, right? When you have, the mind works the same way. When you have a powerful idea and you believe it that much, your mind starts to go into that process of, it's real, I can feel it. And that's the way we have to look at our ideas. If you want to lose weight, you got to see yourself 365 days from today being that person 30 pounds lighter. You have to dream about it. If you want more money, you have to see that money in your bank account. If you want that promotion, you have to see yourself in the boardroom. And you have to have that idea and believe it. Now, second, your belief level has to be very high. Okay? Now, a lot of times, we deal with a lot of negativity. Okay? And you think about it. A powerful thing that one of my mentors said along the way was that sometimes, Tim, you have to live off of somebody else's beliefs in you until yours kicks in. Your beliefs are very important. You have to have it's got to be so strong, so strong. It's got to be powerful. And I know I keep saying the same thing over and over about ideas being powerful, beliefs being powerful. But understand something: when you want to make a significant change in your life, because change is powerful, but it's also difficult. It's very painful when it comes to change, isn't it? And what do we say? No pain, no gain, right? No pain, no gain. Imagine if you're a football player and they just give you the ball and let you run into the end zone. No defense on the field. Would we call that a touchdown? Would we? We wouldn't, right? Come on, y'all. We wouldn't call that. We wouldn't cheer. We wouldn't do nothing. The balloons wouldn't go up. The rockets wouldn't start bursting in the air. No, because it's not a touchdown. It's not a touchdown until you got the 300-pounders and the defense ready to knock your head off sitting out onto the field. Because you have to work in order to get what you want. You're trying to reach that goal. So you have to have the idea that I can get into the end zone. You have to have the belief that I can shook and jive and spin around and run over the defensive players and get into the end zone. So that's what we have to do. We always have to continuously work hard on what we're trying to do. And New Year, please, you know what? I went to the gym today. I could not get a parking space. Pisses me off. Every year in January, when I start going to the gym, right after the New Year, because I got to work off all that holiday fat, because I've been sitting around just like everybody else watching bowl games. So I'm going to go in and give me a good workout and get there, and I have to park 10 blocks down the street just to get to the gym. Why? Because we have the New Year's resolutioners. Those people that you can tell them too. They got the brand new spandex. They got some people might even forget and leave the tags on their shirt, whatever. But they're in there, they're working out. And they got the personal trainers and all that. And then by the end of February, I can park right up at the front. If that's one of you, don't let that happen. Have the idea that you can make it. Have the belief that you can make it. Now, you can have all that. We can have ideas, but we can have beliefs. But if you don't put no work into it, and that's the third step of the miracle process, you have to put in the work. Imagine you're the CEO. Well, let's not even imagine you being the CEO. Just go ask the CEO, how'd you get there? They're not going to say, well, I just showed up to work, and they was hired. And, next thing you know, I'm CEO, be Bank of America. No, it didn't happen like that, right? They had a goal. And we've been, this has been like a ridiculous motivational meeting for me because Lucy killed it. And then all these motivational quotes and all these different things. I'm pumped up. Matter of fact, I done got off track in my speech, but I'm just going to shoot from the I love it. Work, baby. You got to work. As a drill sergeant, there's nothing more beautiful than getting in 400 brand new privates, don't know nothing from nothing. They got hair hanging down their butt. They stink. They don't have a clue. Some of them, they're our kids. Mine just he showed up like that too. But to take that transformation from being a civilian that knows nothing about the military except for what he sees on CNN or sees on a movie, and in 9 weeks, turning that individual into something that is so valuable to the United States of America, so valuable to our freedom. And it almost puts a tear in your eye. You'll never see a drill sergeant cry, I'll tell you that. But it's the work that goes into it. Now, I said through the eyes, looking at the miracle process through the eyes of a caterpillar. Now think about that caterpillar. How many people like caterpillars? Raise your hand. Okay, there you go. Sort of creepy. Because caterpillar's ugly. He's down there on the ground, nasty little belly crawler. I mean, think about it. He's nasty, he's all hairy, and he doesn't move fast. He moves very slow and deliberate. But imagine, I can imagine that caterpillar as he's crawling around on the ground saying, you know what? I believe that I can fly one day. I believe that I can be a butterfly. I can believe that I can turn into something a whole lot better than what I am right now. So, through the eyes of the caterpillar, we all have to be caterpillars. We all have to believe that even though we're down here today, that we can be up there tomorrow. I'm a Toastmaster.